Hello, Bob Van Rossum with MarketPro. Spoke to a candidate earlier this week, and it's always fascinating kind of how super smart people respond in the interview process. And interviewing, as we've talked about in different videos, is very different than anything else you do in corporate America. So you get into situations that are uncomfortable because you don't do it frequently, and the response we get is not always the best. So we're currently doing a search for a software company, enterprise, SaaS-based business, B2B, about $250, $300 million organization, so good size SaaS business. And we have a very strong group of candidates going into interview. And I get on the phone with this gentleman after his interview, and our client has set first round interviews via Zoom for 90 minutes. And they ended his interview after about an hour and 15 minutes. So I asked him how it went overall, and he said, interview went great. Here's kind of all the things we talked about. Here are some of the answers I used. Here are the specific examples I gave. I really felt strong with how the interview was going. And so I was a little surprised then when they ended it early. And so I said, okay, so how did you handle that? What was your reaction when they ended the interview a little early? He said, well, I kind of asked him jokingly, does this end our process? Does this end how we're going to be, are we no longer dating? He had kind of a little bit of a flip, sarcastic response at the end. And the reality is he doesn't know, right? Interviewers, if they're good, are going to hold their cards close to their vest and not necessarily share where you are in the process. I've been doing executive search specifically for marketing for over 25 years, and I've done over 250 CMO searches and over 350 total marketing executive searches. And at the end of the day, I've had interviews go long and the candidate get ruled out, and the candidate was sure that it went great. And I've had candidates, if it interviews end quickly, 15, 20 minutes early, and the candidate was sure that they were not selected because of the time, and the CEO was like, no, I got everything I needed. They were great. Looking forward to moving them to the next round. We're looking forward to making them an offer, right? So basically, the way it works from the other side, the CEO, the head of HR, the person you're interviewing with, has certain benchmarks, certain things they need this person to clear in order to be deemed successful. And you can spend 15 extra minutes on the interview or in the interview with them and not clear that. Or you can do it in 15 minutes short of the total time, and you're their top candidate. So don't automatically assume that because the interview don't automatically assume that because the interview ends early or runs long, that's indicative of the feedback or the outcome, because it's generally not. Can it be? Yes, it can be. But is that something that you should be looking at as part of the process and how you evaluate how the interview itself went? I would not recommend it.